HarperCollins presents Nobody Asked for This, written and read by Charly Cox. To my grandfather, all of this is for you, even the bits that would have made you wince. To Charlotte, despite it all, you lived. You lived big, and you lived true, and with all the hope in the world, you'll continue to for many years. A hardback. Love, you from the future. I've been to hell and back, and let me tell you, it was wonderful. Louise Bourgeois. I got a feeling I'm going to be okay. Okay? Okay. All right. It's about damn time. Lizzo. Introduction. None of this book should exist. I know, like you, times change who we are, but it's only now writing this I realise the extent to which this statement is true. This is a collection of works written through some of the worst days of my life, periods that I vowed wouldn't last long enough to become a memory, let alone a poem. All of this is evidence of those days, a morose alibi. It's really hard to read them back. Yes, I did feel that. Yes, I did think that. Yes, those people did make me feel and think those things. It's hard to read this book knowing that it has all come from me, knowing that I felt that way, knowing that if I'd had it my way, most of it would be blank pages. This book is formed of 3 collections. It's all writing that had acted as a lifeline for most of my life, written in secret, kept in diaries and hidden files with no intention of ever seeing the light of day. The earliest poem in this book was written when I was 14. I'd planned to be dead 2 weeks after it had been written. It was originally published in She Must Be Mad when I was 22. I was sitting on the floor of my ex-boyfriend's kitchen when I found out this collection was going to be published. It was a hideous and abusive relationship that I saw no end to unless I, myself, ended. I always thought he'd end up killing me, which could have been preferable to me killing myself. It made it seem less like I'd given up. My second collection, Validate Me, was written when I was 23, during a bipolar manic high and a subsequent breakdown that I foolishly fought through, on bad advice, so I could do a book tour. I was given awards, ambassadorships, I went on holidays, I had dinner with my family. I did so many things whilst also suffering. That's the cool thing about illness. The right people can be a medical distraction, briefly. Then, there is a new work that forms the final chapter of this book. An opportunity that came when I was soon to turn 27, a date that had loomed large in my mental calendar for most of my life. I couldn't help but laugh at the timing. Entangled with the worst days of my life were the best ones. The dates, the dancing, the simply sitting with a coffee and a cigarette people watching, the falling in love, the doing nothing. Those moments were allowed to flourish and grow because I always had an innate knowing, like the feeling that some women shrill about how I always knew I was born to be a stay-at-home mummy to little Freddie. Shut up, love. You're born privileged, not maternal. That I was born to die in my 20s. There's a signed letter in my GP's office that we wrote up when I was 17. It says, I agree to quit smoking by the age of 30. My GP said that before I was 30, I could do whatever I liked as long as it kept me alive. After that, I was an idiot to continue doing anything that didn't consider my body as well as my brain. I signed that thing with such joy, a smile in my eye. It was a void contract. I would get to churlishly cheat my health for the rest of my days, because I'd be dead well before then. I knew then that I'd be gone before my 27th birthday. Suicidal ideation is such that it feels incredibly concrete, even if it's future ideation. It also feels as though you've delved into a crystal ball and carved out what you need.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?